6:50 in the morning. It's almost 7 a.m. And I'm about to take a flight to Sydney, Australia. I'm going to Australia to buy a phone. And I'm buying this phone because I figured out how to blow myself up. You know, I'm in a shop. And I've been doing this on cinematic. Oh well. But I'm currently trying to buy a phone. Well, I'm not trying to, I'm going to buy a phone. Okay, he brought it up.
Yeah, actually, the 1264 is sold out. So, how about 128? In 12.
No, I don't need storage. I literally.
Yeah, I know that, but 64 is sold out. So, how about this one? 64 SE3.
Do you have 11 Pro for for 64?
64. Let me check. How about this one? 11 Pro Max 64.
How much is this?
This one, increase. It's gonna 600 Chen.
Nah, too much. It's too much. I don't know how to describe it, but this place is kind of sketchy. But they seem to have had like a lot of reviews and everything. So I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm in the right place. Look, I might die here. But while I'm here, I'm gonna sit down and I wanted to talk to y'all about my life a little bit. So I'm 30, bro. And I know a lot of people are in their 20s, they're trying to figure out what they want to do. It took me my entire 20s to get to my point of like having a clear mind, peace, happiness, financial freedom, good people around me, being able to travel as much as I want, when I want, figuring out, balance, a stable, life, work, play type of situation. And I just want people to know that it's never too late. Like, it's absolutely never too late, and never really give up on yourself. So I know sometimes that's easier said than done, but I just feel like a lot of people give up on themselves like right before they're going to like have a breakthrough. And a breakthrough always isn't always necessarily, oh yeah, like I blew up, my business blew up, or, things got so amazing, or I made all this money, or like everybody puts a monetary gain to a breakthrough. And sometimes a breakthrough is just like breaking through a negative barrier in your mind to the point where you get mental security. And mental security is ultimately what's going to lead you to all your worldly desires, right? Because if you're not in a space where you can even accept it or understand it, or you're able to process it, then you're just going to lose it. So it doesn't even really matter. And I just reached my breakthrough last year, as far as just coming to terms and with being at peace with the fact that what I want to do in my life, how I want to do it, when I want to do it, who I want to do it with, and how I want to do it. And that was just strong for me because, like I said, in my 20s, I was lost. I was partying. I never really been a drinker or a smoker. I stopped smoking at like 19, 20, and I can count the times on my head that I've consumed alcohol. Not necessarily drank or got drunk, but consumed. Like, sometimes you just take shots for like birthdays or whatever the case may be. But anyways, that's not the point. I was lost, man, and I was having fun. Like, you have a lot of fun, and sometimes there's nothing wrong with being lost, because you have to be lost to the point where you do want to be found, and you have to be lost to the point where you have to, you get to the point where you realize, like, damn, like, what am I doing? Like, is my goals and my daily actions aligning with my true self and what I want to do in my life, what it is I actually want? And then you realize everything is a decision and everything is choices. And the reason you're not where you want to be is because you're literally just not putting the energy into it. I was putting my energy into all the wrong things, into lust, vices, sin. I'm not the most religious person, but I do believe in God, and I do believe in spirituality. And I was just putting my energy and my time into places that didn't serve me fully. Sometimes you feel like when you're being served in that moment, like temporarily, that it's serving you fully, and it's not. Like, you have to think about the past, present, and future, because your present is going to affect your future. And if you're thinking about your future, that happens from your past actions. So it's just you have to understand that you're all intertwined, and everything you do in that moment is going to affect you going forward. So you don't have to have it all together, man, but you do have to want it to be all together, and you do have to, make those sacrifices and make those, decisions and make those changes within your own life in order to have it all together. Like, bro, I'm not gonna lie, like life is amazing, and I'm coming from the United States, Miami to be exact. So I'm coming from a very privileged place as far as, being able to pursue my dreams. I think people don't understand that pursuing your dreams is a privileged thing. It's not only a blessed thing, it's a privileged type of situation, because not everybody gets to pursue their dreams. Like, some people are just burdened with circumstance their entire life. Some people die early. Some people are born into a dictatorship. Some people are born into poverty and they can't escape. Some people are born into no opportunity. Like, you have to understand, and that's the main reason why when you do become who you are supposed to become as a person that is allowed to become who they want to become by God and the universe, you have to give back, and you have to look after people that, are going to come after you and want to do the same. And, obviously you have a vetting process, but you have to look out for people because, bro, it is a privilege. I need you to understand. I don't care if you're black, Indian, white, like, Asian, I don't care about the ethnicity, you're Australian, you're Polynesian, it doesn't matter what you are. It is a privilege to follow your dreams.
So they've been asking for way too much when it comes to this iPhone. Like, bro, they want like 350 to like 400 for an iPhone 11, 12, and 13, chat. 11, 12, and 13, chat. Come on, man. That's half of the new one. I can get the 16 right now, bro, for that. So I'm hitting up some friends, trying to use some resources to try and, get this for a little bit more cost effective. Now, it is my business, so if I gotta spend it, I'm gonna spend it, right? Cool. But, in business, you always try to cut costs. Always. First. You get what I'm saying? But like I said, if I gotta spend it, I'm gonna spend it. Because I do need an Australian phone, with the Australian number. So it is what it is.
Taking this shit right now, but sometimes the toilet is the best place to get that thing off. But I wanted to really come to y'all today, and let me take these out because I gotta articulate myself, and I want y'all to really hear me. Hold on. Women are the best resource, man. And the reason I say that, I'm gonna say that for I'm gonna explain why I feel like they're the best resource, and I'm gonna explain why I even chose Australia, right? So women are the best resource, and I say that with the most respect to everyone out there. It's like, bro, fellas, y'all gotta stop only sexualizing women and only trying to use women for their body. Bro, literally, I got this phone. I had a budget in mind, and I was like, yo, I wanted to stick to that budget. And every store I went to, they were kind of getting me out of my budget. And obviously, at the end of the day, I was going to spend my money. It's my business, so I was going to spend my money regardless of what it costs. I didn't come to Australia for no reason. So I was going to spend my money on what I needed to spend it on, right? But, I was like, I know some people here, so let me reach out to some people and see what they're saying, see where their mind is at, see if they can help me. So I reached out and she posted it and boom. You feel me? People reaching out like, I have one. Did you lose your phone? Da, da, da. And I was like, oh my God, why do people care if you lost your phone? We're just trying to buy one. Long story short, she was like, hey, why don't you try the Facebook Marketplace? And I was like, hey, I'm not in the algorithm, so I wouldn't even know where to search via Facebook because, obviously geographically, if you're in an area, it's going to show you, what's in that area because you're there. I'm technically not. I am in the Australian area, but I'm not from Australia, so it's not going to show me things as easy as it would for people that live here. So she found me a phone for 1/3 of the budget that I placed initially for this device. And that just goes back to what I mean by you got to use women as resources to elevate yourself. As men, when women are fond of you, let's use that word, not attracted to you, but because there's levels to everything, but when they're fond of you, then attracted to you, they want to help you, they want to build you, and they want to see you become better. And I think more men would elevate if they would use women in a more constructive manner, because whatever you put into them, they're going to give back. So it's like, bro, if you're like, hey, I just need, they're gonna be like, yeah, no problem. Like, they're gonna do whatever you want. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that thought is to not manipulate or just use them for what they can do for you, and not replenish them, or, not, feed or pour back into them. It's like, bro, instead of just being like, oh, I just want to have sex, I just want to have sex, I just want to have sex, I just want to have sex. Instead of that, like, use them to elevate, use them to get to where I'm not gonna lie. Like, you can literally, like, the way my mind thinks, like, if I needed to get some information from a group of dudes, I would literally send a woman they're attracted to or a baddie. They're gonna get all that information within a week. Dudes love showing off. So as soon as a baddie gets around and she's inquisitive and wants to know some things, they're just gonna tell her the whole game. So I can just get the whole game through a baddie. Honestly. And that's just another example of how you can use women to your advantage. Now, I'm not telling you to just weaponize women and just get shit from other dudes, but it's just an example to show that men be the gatekeepers and women can kick down the gate. She was even able to negotiate like a cheaper price. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, bro, you gotta use women to your advantage as a man on a mission. Like, stop looking at them about just only sex, bro. Like, life is so much more than sex. Trust me, bro. You will get so much further if you look at women other than for sex. Now, the reason I'm in Australia, bro, I honestly just found a blind side in their algorithm. And I just feel like Australia is an untapped place. And I've been competing in big markets for a while. I've been competing in the United States market, and I've been competing in the Euro/British market. And it takes a lot of money to do so. And the amount of money you put in, because the markets are so big and there's so many dope people, you get what I'm saying? You don't really get your ROI. So what I've decided to do is start at the end to come back to the beginning. I'm going to let you guys think. You might not like them, but I'm going to let you think. There's a certain individual in the music industry a couple of years who did this. His name is Tekashi 6ix9ine, right? What he did was he conquered Europe first, like Germany, like all the like super cold places, Germany, Russia, I can't remember off the top of my head, but he conquered there first and he got super big. Then he came back to the United States and he dominated, because what the United States is, what they love and what we're known for is we love celebrities and entertainment. So if you already appear big, people are going to tune into you and be like, what do they got going on? Why do a lot of people follow them? Why do people, they have to be somebody if they have all these followers? It's legit. There's comments, there's engagement.